I was thinking of the loveliest story about us, Diana. I imagined you were desperately ill with smallpox. When everyone deserted you, I went boldly to your bedside and nursed you back to life. But then I took smallpox and died. And you planted a rose bush by my grave and watered it with your tears. You never, ever forgot the friend of your youth who sacrificed her life for yours. It was such a pathetic story, and I was crying so that I forgot to put the flour in the cake. The cake was a dismal failure. The flour is so essential to cake soup. It bubbled all over the inside of the stove. It was a mess. Marilla was furious.
Oh.
I don't wonder. I'm such a trial to her.
Oh. I feel sick. Oh, I gotta go home.
Diana, you haven't eaten yet. A piece of cake and another glass of cordial will be just the thing. Please, have some. You can't be sick. Wake up.
I gotta go home.
No, lie down. You'll feel better.
Oh.
Now tell me, where does it hurt?
Oh, I gotta go home. Oh, I'm awful dizzy. Oh.
It's probably the smallpox epidemic. Don't worry, Diana. I'll never forsake you. I'll nurse you back to health. Just please stay until after tea.
She's drunk. Anne Shirley, what did you give my Diana to drink?
Only raspberry cordial, Mrs. Barry.
Cordial, my foot. The girl smells like Jake Griffith's distillery.
Drunk. My daughter is drunk. And Mrs. Lynde, the chairwoman of the Temperance Society. You are a wicked, wicked girl, Anne Shirley. It was against my better judgment to let Diana associate with an orphan, and I've been proven right. Diana will never see you again. Leave our property at once.
Drunk? What on earth did you give her?
Only raspberry cordial. She had 3 glasses of it, but I didn't know it would set her drunk.
You certainly have a genius for trouble. This is currant wine. Can't you tell the difference?
I've never tasted either.
Stop crying. It wasn't your fault. I probably put the cordial in the cellar instead of the pantry. I'll go over and explain.
Marilla, I don't believe a word of it. Anne Shirley is a conniving, manipulative child, and she's pulled the wool over your eyes.
I've always warned you about making that currant wine, Marilla. You said it wouldn't have the least effect on anyone. Well, I ask you.
It isn't meant to be drunk 3 tumblerfuls at a time. And if I had a child that was so greedy, I'd sober her up with a darn good spanking.
Oh, so it's my Diana's fault, is it?
It's the demon liquor's fault, and as I've told you for years, if you didn't insist on making that currant
My
wine...
currant wine is famous all over the island, Rachel Lynde, as you well know, and the Reverend Allen himself is not opposed to taking a bit when he comes calling. And as for Christian virtue, making a little wine for refreshment is far less sinful than meddling in other people's affairs.
Oh!
Of all of the unreasonable, pig-headed, self-important women that I have ever met, she is the worst.
I don't think Mrs. Barry is a well-bred woman. I don't believe God himself would entirely meet with her approval.
Anne, you mustn't say things like that, especially in front of the minister's wife. But if you left God out of it, you'd have it just about right. The story will make a fine handle for all those folks who've always been down on my making currant wine. Haven't even attempted it in the past 3 years. That bottle was only for sickness. Oh, don't cry. I don't see it as being your fault. I'm just sorry it happened at all.
I must cry. My heart is broken. The stars in their courses fight against me.
Don't talk such foolishness, child.
Excuse me, Marilla.